Last week in Daytona, the season opener delivered chaos from the start. Evan McFarland missed the launch of the feature and was buried in traffic, while Kieran Liflinder's day unraveled with a last-second equipment change that left him deep in qualifying and a jump start that doomed him to an instant penalty. Josh, stop editing the document while I'm reading it. With both favorites sidelined, opportunity knocked. Australian Zach Blanche seized the moment, taking his maiden victory and etching his name into the history books as the 46th winner in the World Championship history. Now the championship moves to Charlotte. Last season, Turn 1 claimed Evan, while Kieran stormed the victory. Though today, Kieran Liflinder's not on the grid. The door's wide open. Who will step up? We go green at America's Home for Racing, live next on ASN. Our venue for this evening is the virtual Charlotte Motor Speedway. Located in Concord, North Carolina, it features 10 corners in total, 6 to the left and 4 to the right, making it both technical and fast-paced. The circuit is best known for its quirky start and turn 1, where the spotter can sometimes call a car to the wrong side, leading to confusion. With its compact design and constant action, Charlotte provides thrilling wheel-to-wheel racing every time out. The format for the NASA Rallycross Challenge is as follows. We're finishing opening practice now, which leads us to a 3-lap single-color qualifying that splits the field evenly into 5-lap heat races. Qualifying orders inverted and the winner transfers and receives 2 bonus points. The rest of the drivers go to the 5-lap LCQ. Top half advance to the feature and get bonus points respectively. And it sets the grid for our 10-lap feature race where points are awarded and trophies are handed out. Unique to NASA Rallycross, 2 jokers are taken all evening. The 33rd season of NASA Rallycross continues today, live on the Automotive Sports Network with Alex Larson next to me in the commentary booth. My name is Brian Sawyer, as we welcome you to the 12th running of the Charlotte Grand Prix. The NASA Rallycross...
How's it going, Brian?
Hi, Alex. NASA Rallycross Challenge is brought to you by Overwash Specialty Service. The only thing more unique than your problem is our solution. For more information, visit osscenter.com. Thank you, Ron Hartland, for your support of NASA Sim Racing. Cameras all season on ASN are brought to you by Whiplash SimCams. Be sure you check them out at facebook.com/wsimcams. Thank you, Andrew Cardinelli IV, for your camera support. Finally, the intro music for the National World feed was produced by our very own Alex Abedi. Alex, I don't know if you watched last week's race or not, but it was a little bit of chaos. First time these guys have been experiencing the inverted grid. Evan missed a start. Kieran jumped the start. Blanche won his first victory. So, what do you think is going to happen today?
With the small field, I think anything could happen. We could see a new winner today. Evan's obviously the favorite, but things happen. We saw Kieran jump the start last week, and, that created a lot of chaos, and it sounds like there's been a lot of changes for a lot of people. Kieran with new equipment, running the reverse grid. It'll be interesting today.
Yeah, I'm assuming Evan's going to be up front in qualifying, which is, throw him straight to the back. We got some other fast names in here, though. Octavio and Alessandro. They were real good in contenders. They were doing top speeds. They got first and second. Josh Darnell's up here. He's putting down some pretty good times also. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen. I think we're about to go to qualifying. If I can learn how to spell. we go.
It's going to be interesting to see if there's any gamesmanship with the knowledge of having the reverse grid and how that's maybe messed some drivers up last week.
Yeah, I mean, I was asking some of these drivers, hey, what position do you want? Like, would you cheese to qualify to try and get a different position? And they were like, maybe. Also with bonus points in the heats and maybe taking the LCQ. That's how we determine some of our points. I'm like, if we did it this way, would you try and lose the heat on purpose? And they're like, yeah. It's enough bonus points, so coming in first is 8 points. So it's a very nice amount of points that you don't want to miss out on.
Yeah, it's very interesting when racing becomes not just who is the fastest, but also who is the best at chess.
Yeah. And because there is a little game there. If you don't win the heat, if you win the heat, instantly to the feature, only 2 points you get. If you win the LCQ, you get 3. Are you okay with maybe not passing and saying, I can win that LCQ, I can get that extra point. I need all the points I can get. A little game there. Klaus coming in his first lap, 42.128. Joshua Darnell, 42.455. Matthew Lindy tops the tower, 41.249. Ivan Alessandro, 42.037. Devin Hughes, 42.086. Simmer, 42.4. Go back to Paul. Paul's about to finish his second lap. His first lap didn't count. Paul crosses the line, 42.9. Where's Octavio? Octavio's just leaving for his... He must have had an incident. Yeah, he only got 25 seconds in the lap. Must have spun around. He's about to start his second. Evan McFarlane is yet to take the track. Nope, he is taking his first lap. So we're going to ride him on board. Alex, you raced this track earlier this week, did you not?
I did, yeah, I did in the Lights World Championship.
You a fan of this one?
This is one of the ones that I felt like I was better at, but after racing against some of the bigger guys in the Lights World Championship, I rethinking my strategy, and maybe I need to practice some more.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the more... It's very technical, but you also have to maintain your rhythm on this track. If you start correcting yourself and getting the car out of the flow it's in, you're going to have some issues. Evan McFarlane finishes his first lap, doesn't top the tower, falls into second behind his teammate Matthew Lindy, 41.364. That's a surprise. But yeah, there's a whole lot of passing that can be done here. If you're confident in your ability, you can push other cars just a little wide without wrecking them. You can throw in an over-under right here and try and sneak in. It's very complicated. You gotta trust your ability and trust the other driver that you're giving a little bit of elbow to be able to hold on and not spin out, hit the wall, and cause some penalties to happen. I think McFarlane finishes his second lap, tops the tower, 42.002, and that's gonna scrub his third lap, because he just hit the wall and burned his third lap. Maybe. I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah, and then turn one on this course is always interesting. That sharp 90-degree left-hander, I think it catches a lot of people out. And it's so wide going into it.
Yeah, you're trying to funnel 5 cars into a 3 car. Yeah, Evan's final lap is not going to count. It put him on lap 4. His qualifying done and dusted. Matthew Lindy finishing his third lap. Can he respond to Evan? But yeah, like you were saying, you're funneling 5 cars into 3 cars wide. And Lindy, you're not making good TV. You're pulling off the track. That looks like qualifying is going to be done there. That's going to be Evan McFarland, Matthew Lindy, Octavio Rondoletto, Klaus Kreutzer, Devin Hughes, Ivan Alessandro, Josh Darnell, Marcus Simmer, and Paul Leach. So, not bad showing. We got a couple minutes, though, so we're going to go over some programming notes And maybe some points for this series. Let me make sure the points are actually good. They are not. Let's go ahead and pick that up real quick. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but Alex, can you read this? If you can read it on screen.
Yeah, we got our schedule coming up here. The NASA Rallycross Lights World Championship will be at Sonoma on Sunday, which is tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern. Following will be the Rallycross Contenders, also at Sonoma. And then on the 2nd of October, Thursday, we will have the SimCar Grand Am Series at Sebring. Such a classic race course.
I'm excited.
And then we'll finish off the Rallycross World Championship on Saturday again at Sonoma.
Nice. Yep. So yes, next week or tomorrow we start Sonoma week, so that's going to be pretty nice. And Sonoma's probably up there in my top 3 tracks also. I got the points situated. I don't know why they resort themselves right before the broadcast all the time. We're going to go ahead and look. Take a look at the points coming into this week. We got Zach Blanch, who's not here tonight, 35 points. Evan McFarland, 29. Klaus Kreutzer, 27. Kieran Lifflander, 25. He's not here tonight, so he's going to take this as his drop week. I think he's doing some real racing today, so probably a little more fun than this. Josh Darnell, 5th position, 24 points. Zach Goddard, Marcus Simmer, Matthew Lindy, Jake Robichaud, and Chris Lunan rounding out the top 10. Flipping over to team points. We got TWR Subi Squad 64, Control Z Racing 50, Kieran Lifflander Racing 38, Slaypex, Fiesta Siesta, JC Sim Sport, TO Racing, Move Over at Speedy Time, and Impact Sim Sport rounding out the top 9. Manufacturers, usually not worth going over, but the Beetle has made an appearance. It's got 0 points since they're in contenders and haven't made it over here yet, but it's on the board. And I don't know why it's in 4th, but it's on the board. Subaru, 35 points. Fiesta, 24.
Feels like a slight to the Beetle to put it not even in 3rd place.
It's below the blank. It's below the blank. That's okay. Got about 30 seconds before we start. Thinking first heat's going to have probably Evan or Lindy in the back of the field, but Paul or Simmer on pole. So, think we're going to see any chaos here?
You know, with the smaller fields at first, I hope there's not chaos and we get a good clean start so we can see how it folds under the race. I think in the finals, that's where we're going to get our fun into turn 1. But
yeah, we got 9 cars here today. I think all but 1 will make the feature grid.
You never know at Charlotte. Turn 1 is either the best feeling turn or the most dangerous turn.
Our grid for Heat 1, Paul Leach, Josh Darnell, Devin Hughes, Octavio Rondoletto, and Evan McFarland. Waiting for all the cars to grid. They're all here. Yellow lights up. And we go green. Good jump from Evan. With Octavio Rondoletto, he has mastered that start. He slipped the inside. Got Josh Darnell going around off the bumper of I'm not sure who.
I believe that was Evan.
Off the bumper of Evan. That is not something we're used to. Waiting for the timing tower to resort itself out. Rondoletto up front, followed by Devin Hughes, Evan McFarland, Paul Leach. Josh Darnell might have reset the pits. He has. Nope, he is moving. He's got the car righted. He's moving around again. Evan McFarland chasing down Devin Hughes, trying to squeeze it on the inside. Might be able to pull the over under here. Nope. Devin's going to force them both out to the outside line.
From my spectator view, it doesn't look like Josh has too much damage on his car, so hopefully he can stay in the race, and maybe something will happen up front to give him a little boost.
Are you able to go back and see exactly what happened there? It looks like Evan hit the wall. Evan goes around Devin Hughes. Evan is not a big fan of this first turn. Last season it happened there. This season threw him only one spot. Should be okay. He's surprisingly still under a second away from Devin. Octavio, though, running away with this race. 3 seconds up on Hughes.
I've gone back and watched the incident in the first corner, and it just looks like Evan expected Josh to drift out a little wider. Evan had such a massive run through corner 1 that he was closing on Josh so quickly that there was almost nothing he could do.
Yeah. Josh's car doesn't look like it's in too bad a shape, though. McFarland takes the Joker first time at asking. It's about a 2.2 second delta here, so you're losing time. You got to make sure you have a gap to the car in front of you. Octavio running away 3.5, 3.6 seconds up. You could probably take one for free right now. Just take the Joker, still come out in first place, rebuild the gap, and get out of there. He chooses not to. Devin Hughes, let's see what he decides to do. He decides to take his first Joker. When he's out, Evan does not. Evan's going to pass Devin for second position. And that's some good pace from Evan because he spun around, took the Joker. 41.7 sets the fastest lap. And past Devin Hughes, they've both taken one Joker, so that's a full on track. And not a Joker rotation pass. Wonder what happened to Paul Leach. He is out of this race. Gonna go see. Looks like I'm gonna hit the replay here. Something must have happened to Paul. Lap 2. Paul's going in, hits the wall, clips it, spins himself around. Says, I'm good. Car's done. Does he pull off and just reset? Looks like it. Hit him too far back anyway. I'll come back to the LCQ. While we were looking at that, Rondeletto took his first Joker. Hughes took their second. Trying to close the gap. He's about 4 seconds behind Evan. I don't think it's going to happen. Octavio takes his second. And he will... Octavio's going to finish this race in first. McFarland second. Devin Hughes, Josh Darnell, and Paul.
It was a great recovery drive from McFarland there.
Yeah, it was very good.
Evan's quick, but I think he's got his work cut out for him with Octavio in this race.
Yeah, and Evan's got to go to the LCQ now. So he's not going to be up front to start. Heat 2, Marcus Indra Simmer, Ivan Ilsandro, Klaus Kreutzer, Matthew Lindy. They're all on track already. They're getting ready to go. They're faster than I am. And they're off. Green flag. All three cars pretty much similar. Klaus in the back trying to decide what lane he wants to be on. That's Ivan sliding out wide, losing a position. Oh my God, he's losing the bumper. All of us.
Oh, he got pinched into the wall. Oh.
And that's 3 cars out. Wow. Well, they're going to hit each other right there, too.
Oh, and then a bad rejoin, too.
Okay. Okay. Well.
That was not what I expected to happen until
that was not what I was looking for, but that's exactly what Simmer wanted. Simmer, far and away from everybody else. I know it shows he's on third, but when incidents happen before the line like that, timing tower gets a little confused. So, Klaus off the track, Ivan off the track, Lindy trying to make something happen. He's going to come in second if he can just get a lap done. So it will pop him up 2 positions. Matt
Have
Chat
all
says
of the
restart,
cars?
Call the AMA. I'm gonna say call the ambulance. We're
I
gonna.
was gonna say, being the virtual world, I wouldn't be sad if it was restarted, but we try to simulate real life racing as much as possible.
I wish we could do that. You can do that with an AI in the session, but apparently we cannot with real cars. I wish iRacing would bring that around to us. Because, hey guys, we're trying again. But we're going to take a look back at that replay instead of just watching a Marquez hot lap tutorial. So, let's see what we can find. Oh, that's a little too far. We're going to professionally wind this back and find a better camera. So, let's go to the blimp. Maybe this one. Let's start on this one, and we'll go ahead and we'll click on Ivan, because it looks like Ivan was the catalyst for this. Sends it in deep, hits the brakes a little too hard, starts losing the car. Lindy and Simmer try and squeeze together to avoid it. They know it's coming. I think that's Klaus or Lindy pushing him a little wide, just trying to get his car stopped. The bumper gets loose. No traction on Ivan's car at all. Hits Klaus. All three of them. All three noses touching each other. Out into the outside wall. Spins that car to the inside wall. All three cars around, and then we had that rejoin.
If I've ever seen a crash that looked like a Rube Goldberg machine in iRacing, that was it.
So then what happened in the back? That was Klaus and Lindy, I think, that got into it. So Lindy gets the car around. Klaus comes in and says, not so fast. Cuts him off. Go back to live pictures. I think Marcus is on the final lap. He is.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes in crashes like that, you just get tunnel vision and you're not paying attention to the others around you. And it's so unfortunate that it happens, but...
A big win for Crown Creamery and Marcus Indrek Simmer, JC Sim Sport driver. An easy victory. Should have done an in-car interview. How you feeling? You're the only car on track. Good perseverance from Lindy. Getting up to P2. But that is that. Marcus Indrek Simmer, Matthew Lindy, Klaus Kreutzer, Ivan.
What a race.
Yeah.
What a turn one.
All right, we're going to LCQ time. Evan McFarland, Matthew Lindy, Devin Hughes, Ivan Alessandro, Josh Darnell, Klaus Kreutzer, Paul Leach. Keep it together, boys. This camera is too far away from me. It's fine when I have Josh calling the start, but I can't see what's going on there. Devin Hughes on the outside. Gonna get probably a good shot here. They're off.
Look at them cutting to the outside.
Evan got a great start.
Oh!
Sliding
what
in
a
the backfield.
save.
Everybody stayed together. They didn't want to see that happen again. Side by side up front. The timing tower is flipping so much, I'm losing my mind. I just see three cars slamming
carnage
into each other.
The jump.
That is Ivan upside down, Colette Davis style, off the side of the ramp. Josh Darnell helped it happen. He kind of got caught up. There were cars crashing in front of him, already spinning. He said, I gotta go, guys. Right in front of him, though, Devin Hughes and Klaus Kreutzer. Devin trying to push past Klaus, make something happen here. Like I was talking before, you can push, get a little archie-bargy. I'm surprised they didn't hit each other when they switched like that. It was Devin, I think, taking off to the Joker, or... No, yeah, it was Devin taking to the Joker. Moves Josh Darnell up one position for the time being. Up front, Evan McFarland and Matthew Lindy, their own little race. They're not gonna mess with each other. They just both want to make this feature after tumultuous starts in both of their heats. Klaus trying to break the gap to Josh Darnell, only 1.1 behind him. Josh taking that Fiesta, holding the inside line nice and tight. Is he going to respond to Devin? He is. He was only 1.5 behind. I don't know if he's going to hold it. There he is going to hold it because Devin takes the Joker with him. Evan McFarland resets fastest lap, 41.9. And I'm waiting to see some of the Joker strategy. Klaus's vehicle. I can find an up front camera. I just had one and it went away. Look at the front right of that vehicle. It's a little dented in. Might be impacting his steering. So it really doesn't matter a whole lot on Charlotte. There's not a whole lot of straight where you're moving straight and trying to hold the car straight at 9 o'clock on the wheel. A whole bunch of turns. As long as you can figure it out in the turn, you're good to go. Takes to the Joker first for his first lap. Let's see if he's going to pass Josh Darnell or Josh Darnell is going to pass Klaus. Going to be tight? No, it's not. Klaus out 1.1 up on Josh Darnell. The front two have not jokered, but they're 6 seconds up from the rest of the field. So it's really battle for the final step on the podium here. PWRS top four, more like PWRS all the cars.
I think Kreutzer has a pretty good shot at staying on the podium here as long as he can handle that front wheel damage there on his car.
Yeah, he seems to be doing good. Josh is going to take the Joker, see if he can maintain. He's going to lose that spot to Devin Hughes. And he's going to try and have the lap of his life here. Devin Hughes into the wall. Josh takes it back really nice quickly. He's going to try and run a better lap than Klaus here. And if he can make that gap happen, it's not looking like it's going to happen. It's about a 4-second interval between them. Devin Hughes resets the pits. Evan McFarland taking his final Joker. And winning the LCQ. Evan McFarland, Matthew Lindy. Klaus Kreutzer. Josh Darnell, Devin Hughes, Ivan Alessandro.
Evan's starting to look like he's really getting into his moment. Oh my goodness, sorry.
Okay.
Evan looks like he's really starting to get into a rhythm here, and you feel in the flow of this track. It'll be fun to watch him in the final race.
Yeah, he's going to start on the outside in third position, so that's going to be an interesting start. He's going to have to do the big dive.
I almost like the outside here in Charlotte a little more because you get to see what's happening instead of on the inside.
I want the inside.
You have everybody coming at you.
I want to hold that line nice and tight and not be the source of any problems. But we got about 6 minutes. We're gonna take a quick break, let these guys warm up, shake the rust off, and we'll be right back.
You're so interesting.
I love your browser history.
I like that you're not hiding anything from me.
By the way, nice IP address. I like your neighborhood.
You are so special. This ad is just for you.
I learned so many things from you.
You are so generous with your personal data.
Switch on privacy, switch off trackers and viruses. Go to nordvpn.com. NordVPN. Safely be you.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Absolutely be doing what he has to do. He has to go for the championship. He has to recover the points that he lost. He's down the race, takes the lead in the 12. What a move. And he takes the lead and holds it.
Side between these two and Terminal. This is going to get spicy.
Exiting turn 1, over the jump to begin the first lap, clog at the inside line. McFarland contact between them. They are still side by side. This opens the door for Wetz. He can't make anything happen. From the 26, he has not won in quite some time. Ragster acing the entry to turn 1, up heading to the inside of Magnus, gives him a nudge. The grip strip on the inside, Phil. Wetz had a little bit better run, but looks like Robbie's going to hold his spot.
We welcome you back to the NASA Rallycross Supercar World Championship. Round 2 at Charlotte. I'm Brian Sawyer. I got Alex Larson in the commentary booth next to me. Just want to remind you, the NASA Rallycross Challenge is brought to you by Overwatch Specialty Service. The only thing more unique than your problem is our solution. For more information, visit osscenter.com. Thank you, Rob Hartland, for your continued support of NASA Sim Racing. Cameras all season on ASN are brought to you by Whiplash SimCams. Be sure to check them out at facebook.com/WSimCams. Thank you, Andrew Cardinale IV, for your camera support. And our intro music, produced by Alex Zabetti. All right, Alex. We got a few seconds left. Any predictions?
I think it's going to be between Evan and Octavio up front. Maybe Matthew Lindy thrown in there in the mix. It's going to be exciting, and hopefully we have a clean first lap. I'm going to jinx it again, apparently, and but this course does attrition as part of the race.
Yeah, I don't want to count Marcus out. But we didn't really get to see Marcus compete. We just saw Marcus run away.
That's true.
All right. Our grid for Charlotte. It's only 6 cars. I lied to you earlier. It's not 8. It's Octavio Rondoletto, Marcus Indrek Simmer, Evan McFarland, Matthew Lindy, Klaus Kreutzer, and Joshua Darnell sneaking into the final position. That is not where we need to be. We need to be there. And we're off.
Getting a little argy-bargy already, but it looks clean.
Marcus trying to decide what lane he wants to run in. That lets Evan McFarland sneak off, get out of the way. Octavio had to contend with Marcus just a little bit, a little far back in the back here. We got Josh Darnell, timing tower going crazy. Looks like a shuffle of positions in the backfield. Josh Darnell trying to sneak in on the inside of... Is that Simmer? That is Simmer. He's trying to sneak in on the inside Up front, Evans just kind of walking away a little bit. 7/10 up on Octavio. Octavio going a little slow there. Lindy
a
trying to
little
throw
wide
it wide.
there.
Lindy loses it on the outside, loops the car a bit, send him to the back. Klaus Kreutzer takes the Joker. First time of asking. Josh Darnell riding the rear bumper of Simmer. Who's going to get the better throw on turn one? It looks like Josh is going to try and sneak the inside. Easy to do here, but Marcus does not close the door all the way. They're both being nice and respectful through this. They want to finish the race, Alex.
That is the first part of winning, is finishing the race.
You want some points? Just trying to take the over-under. Gets the over, gets the under, pushes Simmer a little wide and makes it stick. Gets off in front, and if I'm him, I'm taking that Joker and running away. He does not. Simmer decides to take the Joker, falls a little further behind him. Klaus
That was a fantastic slide job there.
I think Klaus takes his second Joker, falls to the back, just based off Joker rotation. Everybody within a few seconds of the lead here. No, Klaus off. I have to take a quick look back. Do I have what happened to Klaus? Let's take a replay really fast. Klaus goes up over the jump. Oh, he's going to land weird, and he breaks the car, all the wheels off.
Oof.
That's unfortunate for him. His night's over. Up front, though, we have Evan McFarlane on lap 3 of 10. Coming around, finishing it. He's going to set at 42.189. Octavio Rondaletto in P2. Josh Darnell up to P3. Marcus Indrek Simmer has taken one Joker. Josh is trying to get that nice little gap in front of him. I think he's got enough for one Joker to maintain his position. Matthew Lindy in the back after that spin on lap 1.
That crash is unfortunate for Kreutzer. He wasn't too far away from first place in the point standing. Just really needed to finish with a good finish tonight to move up on Kieran, since Kieran isn't here. So that's unfortunate with his accident there.
Yeah. It's easy to do. I mean, you got to trust these cars, especially on that jump. It's one of the scariest jumps, I think, in iRacing Rallycross. You throw your car through this turn 1 and 2, and you're modulating the throttle, pushing, and you just let the car ride out, and the berm of the jump catches your car. It feels like until the last second that you're going to fly off sideways until you feel it grip. If you're coming in just a little too hot, I heard some bumping in the back. Is that Octavio Rondaletto hitting the wall? Argy-bargy with Josh Darnell. Octavio Rondaletto around in a circle. Josh Darnell up to P2. See if we can see what happens.
Going off the jump here in Charlotte is 100% about trusting your tires there.
I don't think I'm going to be able to see if I can run that back. Is it going to let me? It's not going to let me run it back. We're going to go back to the 5 pictures. There we go. Octavio Rondaletto took P2 back off Joker rotation. Darnell took his first. Maintains it over Simmer. And now the battle isn't Josh taking P3 from Simmer. It's can he take P2 from Octavio? Evan McFarlane far and away in his own zip code, 8 seconds up the road. Just has to keep it calm, cool, and collected. He's had enough incidents here today. He's just going to run some nice solid banker laps.
I was going to say, we have seen Evan make his own mistakes here, but like I said earlier, I think he's finally in the groove and feeling the momentum of this track.
Yeah. Who's going to pull the pin first? 7 laps left. Josh Darnell pulls it. He takes his second and final Joker. He's going to get close. Matthew Lindy, who has yet to finish his. Oh my gosh. That is not what you want to be doing. You don't want to be coming out into a battle when you're battling for second. He maintains the spot over Lindy. That was the tightest of margins. You know what your Joker gap is. You know you have your relative up. You can go, oh, it's 2 seconds. I'm 2 seconds in front. Maybe I want a bigger gap. Just said I can make it happen. He did, but that was scary.
Yeah, he got the perfect traction around that corner leading into the jump and was able to get a great run on Lindy there.
Look at Octavio. He is 10 seconds behind McFarlane, 1.1 in front of Josh. He's taking his second Joker, so it's going to have to happen on road here. All the battles seem to have fizzled out except for this one. Lap 9, Josh has one more attempt, and this right here where they are on track.
Lindy just took it into the wall and pulled out of the race.
That's unfortunate for him. Am I able to see it? I am. Let's see if I can pull that. This is Lindy. Lindy turns. Is this where it was?
It's coming up here in the dirt corners.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it. Breaks the car. Are we done with this race yet? Nope. Evan McFarlane coming through the final set of dirt turns. Not perfect all night, but good enough to make it stick. Joker for the final time. Evan McFarlane wins this race. Octavio Rondoletto gonna come out in P2. Josh Darnell. Marcus Hendrick Simmer. That was a nice tight battle between those two right there at the end. 1.5 separated them. And then off the track is Matthew Lindy and Klaus Rutzer.
That was a fantastic main race there.
I'd like to thank Josh Mertz for filling out my points sheet during this race. That really helped out a lot. See if Evan McFarlane, based on tonight, was able to take the points lead. Octavio came in P2. He won this heat also. So, let's see what that points battle looks like. But, give us 1 second here and we'll get over to interviews. Man, that was exciting. It wasn't as chaotic as I was expecting based on the LCQ2 or was that Heat 2? That was Heat 2. So
yeah,
not bad at all. Do we have any people interviews? I'm just gonna start moving people. We'll see what happens.
I'm still able to hear you through vMix. Am I supposed to?
Yes, you are. You got to mute me in Discord also.
Okay.
Because yeah, just the way we do it here. I'm not seeing Octavia, so I think we're just gonna have Josh and Evan tonight or this afternoon. I don't know what time it is. I'm in the basement. It's dark. And go ahead, pull some people. Oh, we do have Octavio. Awesome. Let's go ahead, pull him up. Josh Darnell, welcome. P3. You snuck into this feature in P6. How you feeling about your race tonight?
Maybe a little bit more deserving of P3 than I am, but I always seem to muster my way into the field somehow, even if I don't have the fastest times. It was a scary... I wasn't feeling confident today at all, so I'll gladly take P3. It's nice to be back up on the podium. It was nice to set those kind of lap times. And also, like, I was setting 42s the whole race, so being able to kind of bring it to Octavio at the end there, or a couple times there, was reassuring to myself that I'm not some washed has-been that shouldn't be in this league.
Yeah, we were watching we were watching the whole time thinking, hey, he might be able to make it happen. He's not battling for P3 anymore. You switched to battling for P2, which was impressive. You were up there. We thought we were going to get that over under. What were you thinking when you jokered that second time and came inches out in front of Lindy?
It was terrifying. I had no idea that he was that close to me. I couldn't for the life of me. I was pushing myself so hard to hit the times that I was hitting, that I couldn't find the time to actually switch over to the relative timing. So I was just stuck on standings. So I didn't know, like when I heard the Subaru Boxer engine like ramming down my throat, I was like, oh my God. Like I had no idea I came out that far behind him. Lindy pretty quickly reassured me that he wasn't here to fight. He kind of just gave me a little bit of breathing room. It was I mean, Brian, overall it was a good race, man. It was a good race it was a good showing for the team. Everyone kind of got to show their strengths, albeit the feature there were some issues, but I mean that's racing for you. Yeah. Not every race can be your day.
Well, congratulations on P3. It was great seeing you. Anybody you want to thank?
Just my mom, my dad, my boyfriend Vance, for all the support. I want to thank you, Brian, and Josh Mertz for always putting the show on and making it as much fun as it is and taking the time out of your day. And TWRS, like I want to thank Eric Dubois, Evan McFarland, Matthew Lindy, Klaus Kreutzer. We always practice together, and without them, I wouldn't be nearly as fast as I am today. So, but that's all. That's all I got. I love you, Brian, and I'll talk to you later.
Gosh. Awesome. Have a good night. See you later.
You too, buddy. Hey, P3, man, that's nothing to be ashamed of.
Not at all. Congratulations.
Take it easy, guys.
See ya. Octavio, how are you today?
Hey, how are you?
Pretty good. P2, not bad at all. You held off Josh Darnell trying to fight you for it. Walk us through your race. How are you feeling?
Man, it's fantastic to be here in second in my first race in an open series with you guys. It's excellent for me. And yes, I had a great racing with Joshua. I really enjoyed it. I made a mistake trying to push as hard as I can. I hit the barrels, the blue barrels, and I almost died in the hardest corner. And then I had a contact, but it's a racing contact, so 100% on me, I think. And yeah, it was great, man. Ivan is incredibly fast, and I don't know. I tried my best. We worked a little bit in the setup, trying to find something there to adjust. No experience. I would love to learn more about this to be a little more competitive in that point, but it's excellent.
Yeah, that was a very good showing. P2, you moved up from contenders, so yeah, that is an excellent showing. You bested 4 of the series main drivers, so congratulations. Is there anybody you want to thank tonight?
Well, Ivan and Byte 500 for everything. Yes, friends, family, people watching the race, you guys for the invite, and well, I will try to be here next week.
All right, look forward to seeing you with that kind of pace. I'm sure we'll see a lot of you up here this season, and have a good rest of your day.
Thank you, Brian.
Evan McFarland. Not the perfect race, but you made it stick at the end. Had a little trouble in the heat getting up to P1, but you won that LCQ, and now you're here winning the whole thing. Walk me through your race. How are you feeling today?
I don't know. I'm glad I won. Not happy with my driving though. I think I could have improved and been faster, but we got the job done. Yeah, heat qualifying. I knew I just had to set a good time. Matthew had great pace today, and some of the contenders drivers who moved up shocked me. They're pretty fast as well. So, yeah, qualifying went well. Heat race. I guess I just tried to rush things too fast. I got that move done on Devin somehow, and I ended up junking it into the first corner. So that actually ended up helping me get some more points after all, I guess. So I'm thankful for that. But yeah, I just knew I had to reset from that. Just execute in the semifinal, get as much points as I could, and in the feature, just try to get the best run I could on the outside. So after that, just feature race. I knew once I got to the lead that the start would kind of determine the race, and I could run my own pace. And yeah, just went from there.
Yeah, that start of the feature was a little scary. It looked like Simmer was trying to pick a lane at the beginning if you wanted to go high or low. Thought we were going to get a Heat 2 calamity, but everybody held. You shot out. You made it into first. So it was a good run. Got out in the first, and that was all you had to do. Is there anybody you want to thank for the win this evening?
Yeah, of course. I'd love to give all glory to God. So thank you for everything He's done for me, and also just Team Watson Racing. Big shout out to Josh. Practice me all the time. Same with Matthew. Eric, Klaus, Evan, Joey. Like, there's so many people on that team. That's hard to remember them all. But yeah, just big shout out to them. KS Industries, Fluid Logic, Slick Race Graphics for this insane paint. And yeah, if you want some of my photos, check out Evan McFarlane Photography. I have a Discord link in my Discord bio if you guys are on here. So, and yeah, if you guys want some of my setups, some of the setups that won me today, helped me win today, then check out twrsetups.com. Also, thank you guys for being on this broadcast.
No problem, Evan. Good to see you up here. I know we'll see you a lot more throughout the rest of the season. Congratulations. Have a good rest of your day.
Sir, thank you.
All right, Alex. That was a good time.
Yeah, what a great race. Full of everything from really fast, clean driving to wild turn ones. And I don't think you can ask for much more out of Charlotte.
Exactly. Gonna hit a few things before we get out of here. I'm gonna look at our schedule real quick. Coming up this week, we got the NASA Rallycross Lights World Championship tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern. That's gonna be me and Josh Darnell from P3 to Week 3 in Sonoma. Then on Monday night, we're gonna have the Rallycross Contender Series. You're racing tomorrow, aren't you, Alex?
That's the intent.
Awesome. You ready for Sonoma?
I had never owned Sonoma until we went to the Sim Expo series, so it's a newish track to me, but I think I'm finding my groove there.
That's right. You raced it in the hardest setting possible in front of all the people with a Formula rim. So it's only easier from there. Then on Thursday, we got the SimCar Grand Am series. We're going to Sebring. Then on the 4th, we'll finish up Sonoma week. And then we're taking a week off, or I think, yeah. The schedule is wrong here. We're taking a week off after that. We're finishing up Sonoma week. We're taking a week off. I'm going to go live in the woods for a week. But we'll be back. I'll be back before we return. All right. Schedule's done. Going to hit our sponsors. The NASA Rallycross Challenge is brought to you by Overwatch Specialty Service. The only thing more unique than your problem is our solution. For more information, visit osscenter.com. Thank you, Rob Hartland, for your continued support of NASA Sim Racing. Cameras all season are brought to you by Whiplash SimCams. Be sure to check them out at facebook.com/WSimCams. Thank you, Andrew Cardinale IV, for your camera support. And finally, our intro music is brought to you by Alex Abedi. Gonna hit points. While I'm hitting points, I just want to say, speaking of the Sim Racing Expo, all our races that Josh and I commentated for the Sim Racing Expo and the NASA Rallycross race are on our YouTube. Right before our broadcast today was round 3 of the Challenge series. Right after this broadcast ends, I believe the 4th race is going live. So if you got nothing going on, go ahead and check that out. In terms of points, though, got a little bit of movement. Let's give it a look. Evan McFarlane up 1 position to first overall, 65 points. Klaus Cruiser 51 up 1 position. Matthew Lindy up 5 positions to third. Josh Darnell up 1 to 4th. Marcus Indrek Simmer up 2 to 5th. Zach Blanche not here tonight, down 5 positions. Octavio up 20 positions to 7th. Congratulations on your first showing here. Here Lefflander down 4 to 25. It's not going to count for much. It's his drop week. Zach Goddard down to 3. down 3 to 23, and Devin Hughes up 7 to 10th. Look at the points. A lot of points and a lot of movement in the teams. TWR Subi Squad 128, Control Z Racing, JC Sim Sport, Byte 500, Fiesta Siesta, all up positions. KLR down 5 due to no showing today. Slapex Racing by TWRS up 20 positions. That's a big jump. TO Racing move over its speedy time in Impact Sim Sports, rounding out the top 10. Manufacturers, more points but no movement. Subaru, Fiesta, Beetle. Any thoughts before we get out of here, Alex?
No, I think this was a fantastic race, and I enjoyed doing the broadcast. It was a great first time commentating for ASN, and I appreciate you having me, Brian.
Yeah, it was a good time having you. First commentary. You did first camera control the other day. We stayed live the whole time today, so that's a big improvement on our part. And
it does help.
We'll get you fully producing here shortly. But the checkered flag falls on the afternoon here in Daytona. On behalf of the entire production staff, my name is Brian Sawyer. Thank you for joining us today's coverage of NASA Rallycross World Championship. Congratulations to our winner, Evan McFarlane. Just a reminder, we're off next week, so don't miss the third round of NASA Rallycross Lights World Championship from Charlotte. Josh, you wrote this wrong. I don't know. But until then, so long, everyone.